Do you think that the 70 to 80% of women who initiate divorce do so because they are in a loving marriage with a wonderful man? If they are so wonderful, why do they leave? I'm so glad that you brought this up. They leave because they are never satisfied. They're constantly comparing their real life to social media life, movie life, magazine life, all of these completely unrealistic, filtered, perfectionist ideals. They leave because they've been so focused on the negatives instead of being grateful for what they do have. They leave because when they do get frustrated, they go and they their little circle of bitter Betty besties who all have nothing to lose when her marriage falls apart. Not only do they throw fuel directly onto the fire, but they remind her of all of the incentives that she will get if she takes everything. They literally strategize. They leave because no matter what their husbands do, however many times the goalpost has been moved, it is never enough. They leave because life has become so easy, so automated, where so little effort has to be put into day-to-day tasks that it leaves them way too much time to piss and moan about trivial things. They leave because our society has radically catered to women, enabling them.
She's going in. She's cooking, y'all.
Them to dodge anything that even remotely looks like accountability because they are constantly reassured that they're the victim of something, any of a vast array of things, and so therefore not responsible.
He's cooking our garbage.
They leave because they refuse to acknowledge the double standard. If their husband even so much as oogles another woman, he is cheating. But she is allowed to dress for attention, post racy pictures, and encourage attention from men. But that's not cheating. He's just insecure. They leave because they are existing in this perfect storm of selfishness, laziness, toxicity, greed, self-centered escapism.
Emotional damage.
They leave for the same reason that they demand disposable diapers and heat and eat meals, because they only want what's easy.
Talk about cooking modern women. She just literally obliterated and completely cooked modern women and their habits. And this is another key reason why men aren't getting married in the United States now, is because men have seen the contracts and they're like, well, women are incentivized to break it. We're not going to get a virgin on our wedding night. We're not going to get a dutiful wife. We're not going to get a wife that's submissive. We're going to get a wife that's still a party girl, still acts like she's single and needs to explore and be around the world. She completely cooked every problem and every issue that modern women have in relationships and just slammed them right back in the face with the reality of it. And this is why guys are getting their passports and they're getting the hell out of here. It's that simple. She definitely cooked them.
Beautiful.
Thank you. But what else?
What?
Dating is Korea as a foreigner. Like this one TikTok said it all. And obviously there are exceptions everywhere. I just came out of a 2.5 year long relationship. But it doesn't change the fact that the actual dating scene is the ghetto. The ghetto! Let me explain. A lot of guys are going to be blinded by the fact that you are a foreigner. And if you are pretty in terms of the society standards, that's all they're going to see. It's going to be very hard for them to cross over to the personality side because they're so impressed. And they are going to get you with the, oh, you're the most beautiful whatever woman I've seen. You're not just beautiful, you're just a beautiful woman, whatever your ethnicity is. So try and be careful, try to figure out if they're asking you questions about yourself and if they're actually trying to get to know you, because it's rare.
I don't think they're having an issue, and only issue that I seem to see is probably the bonnet on this woman's head. You getting out of a 2.5 year relationship. What she means by that is she was getting the dragon slayed on her for 2.5 years. The dude was having her in a situationship while she thought she was in a relationship. Or I could be wrong. I could just be, petty right now. But honestly, men, yeah, we see the beauty when we go overseas and we date, or if we deal with any type of a foreign woman first. And then secondly, of course, looks come first. But second, we see how her character is. If her character doesn't add up, we vet her for a long period of time, court her, and she gives reciprocation value that's valuable enough to us to actually put them in something serious or give them something serious while we're hanging out, then time will tell and show. but it's kind of difficult for foreign women being beautiful. So what else do women have other than being beautiful if they're foreign? 9 times out of 10, they probably know how to cook. They know how to clean. They're submissive. They're docile. They understand their duties as women, and they know what it takes to keep and retain a man after sex or before sex. They just show off most wifey duties. But that's just me. I don't know about some men out there and their experiences, but from my experience dealing with foreign women before, all the way up to now, they typically have a lot of home training. They're ladies for the most part, and they try to lock me down if they really like me and try to show wifey traits up front. But when women go overseas or they date with foreign men, it's harder for them. It's tougher because those guys, 9 times out of 10, especially if they are American women, they're trying to smash them because they see what's on, the internet. They see what's on TV. They have this stereotype already. But it is a little bit more difficult for modern women to date foreign men. But the opposite way, us dating foreign women, they know that we give away the title and they give up the box and they give up compliance. And if they can stand the test of time, men like, all of the passport bros or any guy that's dealing with a foreign woman in general that's actually foreign, not just by blood, but actually has the traits and actually shows that she has that background, they get locked down like that.
Fellas, I've never said this before. I've never advocated for this before. I'm gonna let Quentin and How To Man have it after this.
This is crazy.
I have never ever said this that I'm about to say right now. And I didn't think that I would ever come to this point. It's time to get y'all passports.
Oh my God.
Listen, fam. Listen, y'all. Look, I've never been the type of dude that advocate for because I didn't understand it. And so I apologize to every last one of these dudes.
Right?
That I've ever said that you don't necessarily need a passport.
Go get them.
I apologize, y'all. Listen.
Please go get it. Your passport. Go get these women from other countries who's going to exploit you more.
How do you know?
TikTok indeed.
Please go there. Who's going to exploit you more than the women over here? Because they're submissive, you're willing to take.
Yes. If you haven't figured it out by now, you modern woman, men want submissive women. It's so crazy. Men can tell these women over and over and over what men want to their faces on these streams through the internet. I can tell women, modern women, what men want, and 95% of men can agree with it and say, yeah, that's exactly what I want, because we're not that different. And they will still say, go overseas, go get with those women to be submissive because that's what y'all want. But you cannot supply what men want. So that's why guys are getting their passport. That's why this movement is so rock solid. That's why you can hardly lose, and the accuracy rate is in the 80%. It's an 80% projectile for you to have success overseas, and these women still don't get it. He's like, get your passport. And these women, bye. All the chicks that nobody wants to deal with, all the chicks that dudes are sick of, bye. No, men are telling you bye, and you're still using your rose. You're still using your Jackhammer 6000 with your wine, your box wine, your plants, cats, dogs, amphibians, fish tanks, and nobody in your damn DMs whatsoever. The only time these women, especially the last woman, oh my God, I don't know what the hell that was, especially that hippopotamus, this is the only time she gets any conversation from a man is when she gets on these streams. That's why a majority of these women get on these streams, is because they cannot find any other counterpart or the opposite gender to actually talk to them. So they have to get on the panel with men to actually talk to men. This is so pitiful, but this is exactly why the passport bros is winning. This is why they're so upset. This is a winning formula, a winning play, and they can't stand it because they're not involved. You see what I'm saying? The days of women getting by and getting over on men and men just dealing with them, those days are long gone. So all they can do is say bye, but deep down in their brain, deep down in their heart of hearts, in their hindbrain, they know, damn, I'm losing. I'm getting my butt kicked by women thousands and thousands of miles away in another country. It's sad, guys, but this is why I say keep getting your passport, because pretty soon they're going to be doing what they've been doing, or it's going to get to the point where these guys are going to be running streams from other countries, and they're going to be having women rubbing their shoulders, baddies around them, and they're going to be running streams with these women that are stuck in the West, that can't get a date, can't get a man to take them serious, that they can't even pay to put a ring on their finger, and they're going to be looking really salty then, because they're going to have these bad, beautiful women catering to these men while they're running these streams, making their ad revenue on YouTube. And these women are going to be by themselves with their wine, sipping their wine, bored with their cat in the camera, jumping around, or a dog, walking around in the background, barking at the mailman, with no man in the house, looking miserable, looking busted, having a bonnet on their head, and just completely being and looking deplorable and depleting as the time goes by, because women have been beat down, demoralized by feminism, been beat down and demoralized by being masculine and not being able to click back into their feminine ways. But I say, hey, let that happen. Let this happen. Let's continue the trend and let's keep winning, because we are what? The passport bros. And men control what? Access to the dating market, access to resources, and access to what women want. Let's keep doing it.
Actually, studies show that a lot of men from these developed countries who purposely go to poorer or less developed countries to look for wives are deviants.
Who is that girl?
They're not looking for women who encompass the traditional family values. They're actually looking for women they can exploit socially, economically.
Oh, here we go again.
As well as, if you don't believe me, just do a simple Google search.
Ma'am, no. The thing is, you aren't attractive enough and you can't find a man. So of course the default setting for you to do is to say, these men aren't looking for traditional women. These men that are in higher economic classes and in first world countries, they go to poor countries, they're not looking for that. You don't know what they're looking for because you're not a man and they're not looking for you. The thing is, it's so easy for women to try to dismantle what men want overseas because nobody's picking them. That's like their default setting, guys, every single time. So when you see these monstrosities talk, you're like, no wonder nobody takes you serious. No wonder you're making this video, because no man wants to take you serious. No man wants to have anything to do with you. And all you can do is lie because you see the results. And she says, all it takes is one little Google search. But every single time there's a video that comes out when a man's being successful and he's overseas, and it's been happening for the last 2 to 3 years, where are you? Where are you showing those videos at? You're saying it takes a quick Google search. Google what? Results? Because men have what you want. What you're looking for, what you're fighting for, your relevancy is in the man's hands, which is marriage and a relationship from a man you actually want to be with. But you can get a sucker to go and rail you, some dude that's low value, but you can't get the type of guy that you want because you don't have the attraction, you don't have the looks, and you don't meet the standards that a man wants. So guess what? You get left in the dust. You get left with the vibrator and fingering yourself at night and making these senseless videos about stuff that's just absolutely untrue. But I am not surprised. I'm not surprised, you know what I'm saying, that this foreign Aunt Jemima is making this type of video because she looks ridiculous. And it's like, guys, the proof is in the pudding. And this has been done on so many different other channels on this platform and others, just completely obliterating all of these talking points that they have, completely showing them the proof, and they still don't get it. It's because nobody wants to get them. Guys, that's the end of the video. Get your passport. Let's keep the movement going, guys. We're almost at 40K. Thank you for watching the video. Why don't you like the video, sub to the channel with post notifications on, because I'm pretty much trying to post every single day, every time I get my hands on content, so we can stop all this delusion, fight back, and nobody's taking our masculinity away. There is a fight to try to stop it, to try to continue to pump us with estrogen, but it's not happening. Our testosterone is too strong. God put it in us, and there's no way they can take it out. So guys, do me a favor, get your passport if you ain't already, and comment below, guys, where you're going this year or where you plan to go. Because guys, it is getting crazy. It's the beginning of the year and they're already starting off this nonsense. But guess what? We've been ready since 2020, and we are still ready. We still have the shield of armor, which is our passports. We still have the sword, which is our resources, time, attention, and effort, which women want, and validation, and we are giving it to women who actually deserve it. They hate that men have standards, but guess what? It don't matter, because we set the bar high every single time. Men are in access and in control of what we want, and it's our destiny. So guys, get your passport, use it. I'll see you guys all in the next video. I love you guys all. See you guys in the next one, all right? Peace.